Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to today's English learning story, a cinematic, emotional journey designed to help you improve your English through calm, meaningful storytelling. Today's story is called The Night the Stars Spoke to Me. It follows a young man, lost in life, confused about his future, until one strange night when something impossible happens. A moment that shouldn't exist, a message that shouldn't be real, and a discovery that changes everything he thought he knew about himself. This is a Level 2 English story, perfect for shadowing, listening, and learning natural spoken English. Take deep breath. Let's begin. My name is Evan Miller. I'm 27, and last year, everything in my life broke at the same time. My job, my relationship, my confidence, even my sense of who I was. It felt like the world had quietly moved on without me. So, one Friday night, unable to sleep, unable to think, I drove to the edge of Redwood Lake, a quiet place outside Portland, Oregon. It was the one place that always made me feel like myself. The parking lot was empty, the air was cold, the sky was dark. I walked to the wooden pier, sat down and stared at the silent black water. Where did I go wrong? That was the only question in my head. As I sat there, thinking about every mistake I had made, I heard footsteps behind me. Slow, steady footsteps. I turned around, expecting to see a jogger, maybe a fisherman, but instead, there was an old man wearing a blue winter coat, holding a small lantern in his hand. His face was warm, gentle, almost familiar. He smiled and said, "Good evening, Evan." My heart stopped. How did he know my name? I blinked. Do I know you?" He laughed softly. "Not yet, but I've known you for a long time." I felt a chill run down my neck. Something about him was strange, calm, but impossible. I stepped back. "Okay, who are you?" He lifted the lantern higher, and warm light spread across the pier. "Let's just say, I'm someone who's been waiting for you." The old man walked past me and sat at the end of the pier, feet almost touching the water. He said, "Come, sit. I want to show you something." Against all logic, against all common sense, I sat beside him. For a moment, nothing happened. Then he pointed at the sky. "Evan, do you see those stars?" I nodded. "Yeah, they're beautiful tonight." He shook his head gently. "No, look again." So I did, and my breath caught in my throat. The stars were moving, not falling, moving, shifting slowly, forming shapes, letters, words. Across the sky, in soft glowing lines, appeared a sentence I knew by heart. "You're stronger than you think." My mother used to say that to me before she passed away. I froze. My chest tightened. My eyes filled with tears. How is this happening?" I whispered. The old man smiled softly as I said, "I've known you for a long time." We sat there for a long time, watching the stars form messages only I would understand. Mom's voice, my childhood hopes, dreams I had forgotten. Finally, I asked him, "Why me? Why tonight?" He looked at me with warm, sad eyes. "Because this is the night you needed it." I felt something break inside me, a weight I had carried for years. I whispered, "I don't know who I'm supposed to be anymore." He placed a hand on my shoulder. "Then start with who you used to be. The boy who believed in big dreams. The young man who tried even when he was scared. The person your mother knew you were." I felt tears running down my face. He continued, "Life does not end when plans fail. Life begins when you listen to yourself." The wind suddenly grew stronger. The lantern flickered. I turned for just 1 second, one breath to wipe my tears, and when I looked back, he was gone. No footsteps, no trail, nothing. Just the stars, slowly returning to their normal places. I whispered into the night, "Mom, was that you? Did you send him?" There was no answer, just the gentle sound of the lake. But somehow I knew. I wasn't alone. I had never been alone. And maybe life hadn't moved on without me. Maybe I had simply stopped moving. Until tonight. I stood up, breathed in the cold night air, and whispered, "I'm going to try again." The words felt new, strong, real. The stars didn't move this time, didn't form any messages, but somehow I felt like they were listening. So I walked back to my car, not knowing exactly what the future held, but for the first time in a long time, I was ready to face it. Thank you, my friends, for listening to The Night the Stars Spoke to Me. If this story touched your heart, if it made you feel something, if it inspired you to keep going, please support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and commenting what message would you want to see in the stars. Your support helps me create more cinematic English learning stories for you. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep looking up. Good night.